Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KFP special
17.
I
think.
Possibly.
17, 18, maybe 19.
KFP Hates Thanksgiving edition. We decided, since we're all together for Summer or Survivor Series, we're going to podcast for 20 minutes.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It'll be warm outside. It snowed a little bit on my way here.
It did.
It was.
And happy Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Because I don't really give a shit about Thanksgiving anymore. I like Gray Thursday or whatever the hell it's called now.
Just to interject, it is KFP Special 18.
18! Yay! Here's the planning and process. Did you already tell them where to check us out at?
Oh, no. Check us out at kfpodcast.com, at KFPodcast on Facebook, at Ken Fred Podcast on the Twitter, and just Google Ken Frederick Podcast for other social media needs. And also, please check us out on whatever you're not listening us on now. If it's SoundCloud, then YouTube then SoundCloud, because we put fresh stuff up daily, except for this bullshit, because we're only doing one.
And please check out our KFP Black Friday ad, where you can get all your special KFP Black Friday.
Come buy stuff out of Broc's attic.
You can get shirts, you can get cup holders, picture of Ken.
Junk out of my attic.
Yeah, whatever you want.
We should just start doing our own grab bag box from just crap we have sitting around.
WCW comics we have in front of us
Old
right now.
comics.
This horrible
Microphones we don't use anymore.
Creaking table.
Oh, yeah, you can have
you
the table.
can have the creaking table.
You have the creaky table, whatever you
A
want.
regular table.
So we're here today for what? Survivor Series. It's
Yep.
a WWE thing.
Yep.
Which we know we're going to be vastly disappointed on, right?
Yeah, because they already announced that Natalia's on the women's team. They should have held that up and put Paige there.
Yeah.
They're already getting lazy at booking. I hate stupid booking.
Yeah, stupid booking.
Justin loves when we talk wrestling on this.
He does.
He does.
We're not going to talk much. There's not much to talk about because it's just starting. But there you
The
go.
most important thing that happened this weekend is Christopher Daniels caught on fire at an ROH show last night.
They caught on fire?
It was
Is
him
he dead?
It was him versus Kenny Omega in like a Texas street
Texas
fight.
fire match.
Yeah, well, and then so Christopher Daniels lit a table on fire, went up to power slam, or no, went to go do something like do a Hurricane Run off the top to Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega caught him and threw him to the table, and he now has 2 burn marks on his back that look like angel's wings, and his gimmick was the fallen angel.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like it actually looks like kind of ridiculous. So yeah, so he caught on fire.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
Yep.
We're about to order some pizza, maybe some wings.
Over under if Dawn orders too many pizzas.
Oh, I'm going to order way too many.
Definitely way too many.
I just
pizzas.
want some Harmony barbecue wings from
Harmony
Monticello.
Barbecue?
Harmony.
Honey barbecue
Hamina
wings
barbecue.
from Monticello's because they are excellent.
Ooh, I could go for some money.
That sauce is amazing.
And that's not an ad, folks.
No.
That's real
I
life.
don't give a shit if Monticello's
That's
doesn't need
real
ads.
life.
That place is so busy anyway. So we're gonna do that, and then we have Thanksgiving coming up this week.
We
Yeah.
do.
Is anybody off? I'm off Friday.
In a miracle from heaven. Actually, I just make the own schedule. I'm off Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Nice.
I'm off Thursday and Friday, but I can't participate in the Black Friday shenanigans
You're
because
one
I'll
of-
be in Bradford.
You're going to Bradford, so you're not joining us. You're joining us, right?
Yeah.
You're coming. Is the wife coming? Mm-hmm. All right.
Sweet.
I'm so disappointed. I gotta stay here 1 year and
I
stay.
know. Forget family, Justin.
It's all about commercialism.
I'll tell you what. I'm really looking forward to Black Friday shopping more than Thanksgiving, just because of everything that's going on at the house.
Oh yeah, just to. Can you say that?
He
It's
just
just
said,
a lot. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of people.
We're still online, yeah, and the mics are on.
No one listens to this.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. So what do we got as far as Black Friday? Anybody got anything they want to get? Looking for big stuff?
I gotta buy girls' toys.
You gotta buy girls' toys.
Yep.
What about you, Cheese? You gonna copy off me? That's why I'm not telling you what I'm buying. You
Yeah.
just have to go get it and get the better version of it.
Shut up! That's my idea anyway. I'm looking at 4K TVs, but I'm not.
Do you need one?
Not really. I mean, the TV that I have in my living room is really the only place I watch TV. It's a 46-inch 1080p. It's a Sony.
And last year you got your mama TV.
Yeah.
So you don't need to buy the parents'
Nope.
TVs.
No more TVs buying. If I find a really good price on a good quality 4K, I might buy one.
We're going to talk Broc into getting another TV.
Yeah, I need another 4K TV.
I'm going to look at some microphones on Amazon. They usually have some decent electronics deals.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really have anything really big that I'm looking for this year.
Ooh.
Yeah. I just have random things. I don't know. I'm going to try and get some ideas. I might buy a Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure
You're
yet.
buying one.
If you can find one.
If I can find one.
I got to go on ProWrestlingTees.com because they're having a big sale.
We're looking to get an HD camcorder.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
A nice
I like to
one.
have some things that we need to hunt for and push
Yeah.
old ladies out of the way and get violent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll be pop vinyls, probably.
Is this match happening now during the pre-show?
Maybe.
I don't know. Is that?
I don't think so. They were just showing tweets and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Sorry,
like, that's
Sorry, folks. You're watching wrestling in the background.
I'm not sorry. I don't give a f***. I'm going to talk about wrestling if I
It's
want to.
Thanksgiving, don't swear. So what are everybody's plans for Thanksgiving? Where's everybody heading?
I don't think we're going anywhere Thanksgiving. If we do, I'm going to be home in time for Black Friday. And then then Friday, I'm going to have everyone over. And by everyone, it's going to be a large amount of family.
Where the hell are all these people going? You didn't do your Friendsgiving this year, huh?
No, I had to skip it. Someone else hosted it.
Oh. Did you go to it?
Yeah.
When was that?
A couple weeks ago. Last week they did turkeys and toddlers because everyone has kids now.
Oh, wow.
So they
No
did.
thanks.
It actually wasn't bad. I kind of enjoyed
Turkeys and
it.
Tom-
The toddlers were pretty delicious, and the turkey was okay. It was
How does
dry.
toddlers taste with those turkeys, huh?
But no, it was the person who had their house was big and made for kids to play. So it was kind of fun for all of us to sit around and bullshit and talk while the kids were going crazy. So
That's good.
yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, so we're having people over, and that's it.
You got a lot going on, don't you? You have to visit like 9,000 people.
Actually, everyone's just coming to our house now.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's the way to do. Be the host. We don't have to even get dressed.
Did you go get your turkey yet?
Yeah, we got it
Alright.
on Wednesday. I
How many
think.
pounds? 13.
We only have a total of 9 people, I think. 8 people.
Not Diana's family?
No, they're doing their own thing.
You're not going to that?
No. There was a whole plan for that, but it fell through. Yeah.
Talk about that off record.
But my grandmother invited herself over for Thanksgiving, which
Oh,
is
that's nice. I know you have a glowing relationship with
yeah,
your
it's
grandma.
wonderful. She invited herself to my sister Angie's house first,
Granny goodness.
and she said we're going to my in-laws. So she invited herself to Shelby's house, and Shelby said she was coming to our house, and then therefore, by process of elimination, she ended up at our house.
There you go.
Well, you only have one family, and you should spend it with them on Thanksgiving.
While she's there, put her to work. Make her fix that leak. Grandma, get upstairs. Check
It'll
out
be
that
all
toilet.
right. She'll be fine.
That's good. How about you? You're going to Bradford, of
Going to
course.
Bradford, see Dad and my aunt and uncle. Just the 4 of us this year. So
So does your aunt cook, or do you cook?
my aunt cooks. My aunt and uncle will cook
He
like
brings sheets.
the majority stuff. They
Not
have a
food,
sheets in
just like
Bradford now.
bedding.
Somebody
on the
needs to get
table.
one of those Cajun-style turkeys from Popeyes. That sounds like a perfect opportunity for you.
But there's the closest Popeyes is here in Pittsburgh. So
Oh, it's on the way. So
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, go through Monroeville, hit the turnpike, and go.
yeah, hit the thing. Turkey will get there 10 hours later. It'll be nice and ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, they cook the turkey and mashed potatoes and stuff. My dad usually goes to the liquor store and just buys wine, and sometimes I'll cook. Like
He just goes down to the vineyards and makes wine with the
Stovetop.
hobbits.
He just goes and puts a stick in the ground and like goes, "Give me wine."
And the wine starts flowing. Old Gandalf the Grey.
Yep.
Just the 4 of you. Who's the other one? The aunt, your dad,
And
My aunt and
uncle.
uncle.
and uncle. Oh, okay. I missed that part. God. He has nothing
God
to do
will
with
be
this
there
holiday.
too.
God will be there too. What about your mom? What does she do?
I'm not sure what she's doing this year.
You don't even care about your mother. She actually listens to
Yeah,
this.
she's the only one.
She's our only
listening to
listener.
this one view, sharing right off the bat.
I'm going down there for Christmas. I'm spending all Christmas
Aw.
down there this year. So that
Are you going down the week before? And
No, I'm probably. So Christmas is Monday. I'll probably drive down there Sunday. Christmas Eve, I'll drive down there, and I won't be home until.
are you going to wear a
New
red
Year's.
suit and show up?
You know what I can't wait is to watch his mom's Facebook post building up to Justin arriving. 10 more hours and he's here.
I've personally never seen anyone as excited about anything. Sherry posted about Justin showed up in North Carolina.
4 more hours, then he's here. I'm like, Santa? Just the cheese? That's what you're so excited about?
I hope that the local North Carolina news broadcast switches it from Santa Watch to Justin.
They have a helicopter in the sky. And here he is, sir. Darkness just entered the border.
Darkness is spreading to North Carolina.
And his car's heading in there now, and we see him coming. He's traveling about 70 miles an hour, probably listening to some shitty house music right now. If you listen closely, you can hear the car.
That's how it gets the snow out of the way. You just see it pulsating out of the way as he goes.
And he's arriving. Sherry's in the yard, screaming and yelling, waving Justin flags. Cheese flags.
Cheese flags.
What a great week. The week of Justin. What do you do down there all week? Just show her how to use technology and stuff.
Just hang out.
Just hang out. It's going to be exciting.
Good.
Uh-oh, he's got that look on his face where something's wrong.
No, it's just no power. My laptop's dying.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Well, if you wouldn't use it all night for porn, it would maybe be charged for the show.
There we go.
Well, I have multiple Thanksgivings. I have Thanksgiving Day, and we're doing Alex's birthday at my mom's.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have Friday. I don't think we're doing anything Friday, but Saturday we have to go back to Clarion for another Thanksgiving. 2 Thanksgivings. 2 times I get to eat like a pig and be fatter.
That's great.
It's great. But,
Nothing wrong with
I'll
that.
be off. And there you go, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, beat off on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's what you said, right?
What's the football games on Thanksgiving this year? Steelers aren't playing.
Detroit versus someone, Dallas versus someone.
Yeah, there's a night game, too, I think.
Yeah, they always had the night game now.
What's all that about?
I don't know. Someone hit the light. Turn the light back on. Or is that or did we just blow a fuse?
I still have power, so I don't think it's the fuse.
Hold on. Keep talking.
All right. So, there's something I need to get off my chest. I've heard Last Christmas about 15 times already this year, and I don't like it. Or no, not Last Christmas. What is that one? It's like, Last Christmas, the Wham song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about 10 times, and I don't like it.
I have yet to hear any Christmas music.
Oh.
I'm happy about that. But like Don said, I'm usually listening to BPM or electronic SXM Electro. So
Is there a BPM Christmas album?
I'm sure there is somewhere. I will try and find it because that would be
Nice.
amusing.
Yeah. You should just start a whole genre of BDM Christmas music.
What are we talking about now while I walked away to fix lights?
Christmas music.
Not BDM, Ken. BPM.
Justin wants to listen to BDM Christmas music.
Oh, jeez. What Christmas song do you have a problem with?
I've heard Last Christmas 10 times already, and it's over Thanksgiving.
Boy. You know how I feel about that song. Don't get me started on that song. That's the worst song, the worst video, most confusing video.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we've heard it. If not, I'm sure there's something that we can...
I can't believe that. Christmas music shouldn't be played till after Thanksgiving.
I'm all right with it, actually, right now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like whenever, Light Up Night in Pittsburgh happens, that's when I can start listening to Christmas
That's
music.
when it begins.
Yeah.
How about decorating? What's the rule on Christmas decorating?
Our tree was up. Is up now.
It's already up?
Yeah.
When did that go up?
Last night, because we didn't go to Light Up Night.
Where'd you put it at?
It's in the nerd room.
We're behind the couch.
No, we rearranged the whole nerd room situation. So,
Our tree's going up Wednesday.
That's the
Wednesday.
plan for us,
We just
too.
bought a new one too.
Has it got lights on it already?
Yes, pre-lit nonsense tree. But
I'll tell you what, the next tree I buy is going to be a big pre-lit Christmas tree.
yeah,
That's going to be great.
okay, we had to get a bigger one this year because now we have the 9-foot ceiling, so we have the bigger one. And all I kept saying while we were ordering, she kept going, "This one's big," and I'd go, "That tree wouldn't fit in our yard." And I would go, "It's not going in our yard, Russ. It's going in our living room." Doing Christmas vacation lines over and over. All right, I get it. She's like, "Stop saying that." I'm like, "I can't help myself." I even did it to the lady was like, "Oh, that's a big tree." Who was ringing us up. I said, "Yeah, I don't even think it'll fit in our yard." So I was like, "Don't." She's like, "It's in your yard." I was like, "It's not going in our yard." Just kept saying it to her later. They're expensive too.
Oh, how much?
Yeah.
$200
Oh.
for that freaking tree.
If you have a high ceiling, I recommend. I have a Christmas light on my Christmas star that projects lights and stuff and swirls around on the ceiling.
A swirly on the ceiling.
Yeah, nothing good swirly on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed a new one. Our other one was falling apart, but now we have to have 3 Christmas trees. We have a little one that she's putting at the top of the steps. The other one's going in the other living room. I mean,
We do.
It's like
that, too.
Cranex around here is what it's going to turn into.
Cranex.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, we have multiple trees. We hope to have everything decorated by Thanksgiving when everyone comes over. But
Yeah, to like show it off. Mm-hmm. But I got to put the Halloween shit away first. Still got pumpkins outside.
I don't understand why pumpkins are decoration for Halloween.
It bleeds. It's a lazy man's decoration because it bleeds into Thanksgiving. You can use it for both.
yeah,
You could do a non-decorated one. You could put it out for Halloween because jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh yeah, because of jack.
Because jack-o'-lanterns, and then you can bleed it right into
harvest.
harvest. Yeah.
Still
We got like our pumpkins on like a bale of hay, so it's like
That's what we have to.
it looks like Thanksgiving.
Every day there's birds when I get home, tearing it apart,
Yeah.
scrambling. There's like 100 of them. I'm not even exaggerating.
It's great.
It's going every different direction.
I'm fully comfortable in saying that you guys are all decorating more than enough for me. So
You
just
won't
not gonna
decorate
put
at
up
all.
anything.
You won't even. Yeah, I mean, there's not even. This is the same guy that doesn't even turn his lights on for Halloween. You don't even put a bowl of candy out or anything like that.
I didn't get home until 6:30 this year from work.
So what? He doesn't cut his grass. Doesn't decorate for Halloween.
Well, I mean, he could just he let that grass grow, and then cut it for hay, and then he could do that as a
Make like a
decoration.
scary maze.
My grass has been cut all year.
By
I
a
just
person
didn't
who
do
didn't
it.
even know who was doing it for a while.
Have you paid those people yet? If they ask for a bill, okay.
Was it like $1,000?
No, it's cheaper than like the friend of mine that was going to charge me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's only charged me $20 a job.
Wow.
So I'm probably
He's
have
just
to do it
peeing on the
next year.
lawn and not kill it.
No, it looks really good. He came and he mulched the leaves.
Nice.
Looks really good.
Wow.
Is he done now? Or is he
I think so. I think he's done.
See, my neighbors are still cutting grass, and I'm like, I want to be done. Like, it's almost December. I want to be done, but I have to like keep up because they keep their, they get the lines in the yard. It looks nice. You know, around here, it's ridiculous. I'm like, stop cutting.
Neighborhood's the worst.
It
It's
is.
the worst. Let's burn this house down.
Well, you thought it was going to blow down yesterday.
Oh my god,
That
that
was bad.
storm last night was horrible.
I was sitting here looking at updates from you guys, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not.
We're
that
watching
bad.
TV in the living room, and all of a sudden it's.
I had to go
against the
retrieve
wind.
my garbage cans from the street,
Our rug
and it
blew
came out of
away.
nowhere.
It was terrible.
We didn't realize that because old houses, brick houses downtown. We're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And then,
And you're stacked in there pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah. So we have no idea. And then Mindy's sister comes through the front door, and it's just like in like a sitcom. Whenever they just throw a bag of leaves and some rain, like, holy crap! I didn't realize that was going on out there.
People are like, don't open your door and go outside. I'm like, I gotta go open. I open the door. It's like, I'm like, why did I just do this?
I like how there was no warning or advisory
Nothing.
or anything that was going on.
Nothing.
But
I kept getting heavy precipitation warnings. On
yeah,
my phone.
I
Nothing
drove
at
home
all.
in that. That was fun.
Just bad weather. It was terrible.
I never left
Yeah.
the house.
Could be snow. I guess it could be worse.
Did I do anything yesterday? I worked yesterday.
So, Brock, you weren't here for our Justice League. You saw it
did.
yesterday. What's your review?
I enjoyed it. I'll give it a solid 3 out of 5.
Just 3 out of 5.
Nondescript baseball counts.
That was the lowest out of all the people
Yeah.
that were
Really?
here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. You usually go pretty high with these movies. You know, Ragnarok got like a 4.5 out of you, didn't it? Or
I think it was a 4.
4?
I think it was a 4. I don't remember.
Only a 3, huh?
Yeah, I liked it a lot, but there was just too much other stuff that I didn't like about it. That
Like, what didn't you like?
the villain, number one, he just looked like a video game character that they plucked and put into the.
That sounds like Lance. Lance said he looked like some Husker horde or
Something from Gears of War. You know, the Lance
I
does.
just thought he looked cheesy.
Yeah.
Very too CG for me. I thought the parademons were awesome looking though.
Yeah. I didn't mind the villain because I don't think much of Steppenwolf, the character in the
I don't know
comics.
anything about him.
Yeah.
I
Well,
did pick up seeing something the second time, though.
his wiener hanging out.
No, the axe he was using was controlling the parademons. Because when he slams it down in the ground the first time, that's when they all attacked Themyscira. He signals them. So that's why when Superman broke it and he went no and he looked afraid, it's because he lost control of them. And that's where that fear came from with him, because he was like, "Oh shit, this is holding."
So it was exactly like Loki from.
Right.
Yeah.
So the axe was
Avengers.
falling, because we were talking about that, like why?
Yeah, why
and,
was
like,
that
why did they attack him? I think that's why.
Don't worry, we'll get all that explained in the 17.5 hour
Extended
director's
cut.
Director's edition.
The only way that you can actually watch a DC movie, apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't like Barry Allen. I thought he was too like, oh wow, that's so awesome. I mean, you're the fastest man alive. You should kind of expect some cool stuff.
He was like more like Wally West.
Yeah, or not even. I don't even know. More Bart. Just
Impulse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Aquaman a lot. I didn't think I was going to. And I think he was my favorite.
I think he was really good. I mean, I love Wonder Woman too. I think Wonder Woman and Superman, you couldn't get closer out of the comics than those two.
Yeah.
I think those two are so perfect.
And because of that, I think that's why Batman always pulls me out of it. Because to me, he doesn't feel like a true Bruce Wayne Batman.
Ken didn't like that. Like he wanted more Superman in it.
I did too.
Because it didn't feel like a Justice League movie until the three of them were together.
I agree.
But seeing it again, this was the thing that popped in my mind with that is,
I don't care.
If he would have been in it in the movie, then there's really no plot because he's way too much for Steppenwolf to handle.
Well, maybe make Steppenwolf less of a bitch.
Well, I mean, that's just it. Like you had him at the end because he was like the end game. Like they're above Steppenwolf. He would have took out Steppenwolf from the beginning. Steppenwolf can't handle it.
That's something that bothered me too. Like, there were thousands of those parademons flying around that little town, and they feed on fear. And there's like 10 people there. Why would they set up base camp?
Well, they said they put the thing there because there was no technology there to
and the radiation that I guess from
the radiation from the core meltdown
was hiding whatever they were
was
doing.
masking it, and there was no technology.
And how did Steppenwolf know that? Because he didn't. It's not like he had any technology to know any of that.
Yeah, he didn't have
any
idea
of what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone told him.
Movie magic.
Yeah.
Did you like the Green Lantern appearance?
Yeah, I was hoping that was alluding to something later because they definitely showed the ring flying away.
Yeah, which
when
it
that
could
guy
be
got killed.
somewhere.
I was hoping we get something in that movie though. But
did you like the end with Deathstroke?
Yeah, that was good. I think he looked great.
Yeah, I liked him and Lex.
I really enjoyed the look of Lex in that whole scene.
Yeah, with the suit on.
So who
with the yacht and all that stuff, it was very like Kevin Spacey from the Superman Returns thing on the yacht.
Can we mention his name?
Yeah, he's an idiot, but yeah, you can mention him.
So who do you think the Legion of Doom is going to be?
I have a feeling they won't call them Legion of Doom.
Injustice
They'll
League.
go with Injustice Society
League.
Or Injustice League or something like that.
I'm thinking you're going to see Black Manta.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheetah
for sure. I don't think they'll do Giganta because I don't think that would translate well with those other characters.
You might see some Flash villains. Maybe Grodd.
Yeah, Grodd would be a good one.
Yeah.
I think the DC would go after Giganta just so they could do their
Giant Man.
Yeah,
their Giant Man scene.
Yeah,
a big chick walking around.
Apache Chief.
Yeah,
but
it was good.
Yeah,
I mean, for what it is, most of the reviews I see on it. The thing I get annoyed at, you can't compare it to a Marvel film.
No.
It's a different movie. Like, obviously the MCU does their thing and it's great and we love it. This is a different set. And all the people that I was reading that, like, I know talked to me about it were like, oh, it's not better than this. I'm like, well, stop comparing it. It doesn't have to be better than the Avengers. It's not the Avengers. It's a completely different story. The Avengers are cool in their own way.
Pretty similar, though.
I mean, there's similarities, but it's a different setup. It's a different realm. It's all the two companies are different. They copy things, obviously.
This is the ratings on this. Usually, the ratings between the critics and the audience score are usually within. I think it's average plus or minus like 15 points. With this movie, there's a huge gap between the critic scores and the audience scores.
The audience
scores are much more positive than the critic scores.
Because I think all the critics are Marvel fanboys.
I
think they jump all over.
I don't know why.
I don't understand how Guardians of the Galaxy 2 gets like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and this movie gets 47. Do you really?
It's down into the 30s now.
Yeah, I mean, does that even make sense to you?
No.
I mean, is this movie almost 50% worse than Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
At all.
No.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy isn't even good. I mean, there's a bunch of crap in that movie. It's corny. It's retarded. I mean, they act like I like Thor Ragnarok, but they act like it's the best movie ever made. The way they go off on it on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
What match is on that you two are staring at?
Enzo and Kalisto.
So I just think there's a big
title match.
Like comicbook.com all weekend long is these numbers look bad. Oh, this is going to tank. Oh, this movie. Here's reasons why it's going to tank. Boy, you really have a hard on for this movie.
It was a good movie.
It did tank though.
I don't think it tanked.
96 million. This is a disaster for WB.
See, I don't understand how you could say 96 million is a disaster.
Because
what did it make internationally?
They spent $300 million to make the movie.
Yeah,
a $96 million opening weekend for this movie
domestically,
but it's not. Domestic is what counts right now, though, because if you look at where their movies have gone, it's been a steady decline every single time,
right?
Except for Wonder Woman.
I think the bad reviews and the bad press that it gets from these sites doesn't help it.
I agree, but the problem is, this will affect the future because they didn't even make $100 million this weekend. This will affect the future of this franchise.
I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll do well. I think it'll do well overseas. I mean, it's going to make enough money to clear it. It's going to.
I'm not saying it's not going to make profit, but I mean the perception from the WB executives and the board of directors and the stockholders is that this franchise is in decline, and they're not going to be as willing to put out a tremendous amount of money to make future movies. That's why this is a disaster. It's a disaster for us because it potentially shows that WB may not want to invest in this franchise in the future.
Maybe Disney will buy it.
Fingers crossed. Or they gotta realize as a movie,
just stop interfering and let their movies do their movies and stop executive ordering them.
Because they're doing all this stuff as a movie company, and they're not realizing that Marvel's making their movies as a comic book company. It's hard to say, but like they're trying to make character-driven stories that go into a bigger picture. But I don't know if DC's really doing that. I feel like they're just getting in the way too much.
Yeah,
and Fox and Warner Brothers are really getting in the way of the
I disagree where they put it out too. I wouldn't have put it that close to Thor 2 weeks after Thor. I would have put it before Thor. I would have put it a month beforehand if you could have had it ready in time, which I don't know. I mean, there was such a lull there from August. There was nothing. I mean, we haven't gone to a movie since Spider-Man. We went to Dark Tower. That was a bomb. There was nothing in there. You could have put this out in September or October. Yeah. And I think it would have done.
I also think that they feel like that they got to fight Marvel with this.
Yeah, and that's a big mistake.
Yeah, it's a big mistake. You can't go against that. 2 weeks after that, there was a lot of people here tonight. They're at the movies going to still see Thor.
Well, Thursday night when we were standing in line getting our popcorn and stuff, there was two guys next to us buying Thor tickets.
Yeah, that's not good. You don't want that kind of competition.
No. That's money that someone's choosing not to give to your product to give to another.
And like I said, I don't think critics do it any favor because I knew people were like, critics didn't like this. Should I go see it? I'm like, yeah, go see it. Don't listen to these critics. Like the critics are hard. I still believe that there's a bias and critics are way harder on this than they are the MCU.
Well, I think the problem is that the DC movies are more intelligent than the Marvel movies. And you have to think more to put the pieces together, whereas Marvel's like, here it is, here's a couple jokes, and here it goes out from here. But the DC ones make you think and fill in the gaps in the story.
Like I said, I still don't understand how Guardians 2 got that high rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Because it was funny.
Oh, it was just funny. Like there wasn't really any good story to it at all. Retarded. I mean, I don't understand it.
I think they should give Patty Jenkins a shot at Justice League 2. She's who directed Wonder Woman. I think they should give her a shot at Justice League 2 to see what she can do with
it. Or maybe it'll just be all Josh Whedon for Justice League 2.
That's possible, too.
Yeah, Josh Whedon might be the guy that takes over the DC universe structure.
Because he has that reputation with nerds that people love him. A lot of people don't like Zack Snyder. I don't understand why. It's just one of those things that's popular to hate on Zack Snyder. So I could see them giving the reins completely to him from here on out. You know what I mean?
If he's willing to take it. I read an article that said he was absolutely wanted to kill himself by the time this movie was coming out. Because
but if they put enough money at him and start...
Yeah, it's tough to do what he did, though.
He was under... Oh, yeah. It's just he was under so much stress trying to get the tone, match everything, because apparently what he filmed and what Snyder filmed were very, very different. And they had to do a lot of post stuff to get it, visually looking the same. And they weren't willing to move the date. I think if they had moved the date out, released this...
I think if they were released it even this weekend, or this holiday weekend, I think it might have done better.
Just give them a little bit of extra time to...
space. But you have Star Wars coming up, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
But... I feel like Star Wars is its own thing, and people are going to. You almost say you need to negate that because that's not going to lose. I don't think it's going to lose any money.
Yeah,
because you're going to
go see opening weekend numbers. They want to look at. Like I still think this movie will do good this coming week.
Oh yeah.
Like I think from word of mouth of people saying, all listening to critics, I think it'll do good. There's nothing coming out this week. It's Thanksgiving weekend. People like to go to the movies. I think it'll have a good Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
You know, that'll help it out too.
Yep. I'll probably go see it again because my dad will want to go see it, so that'll be an excuse for me to go.
All right. Well, there you go.
All
Holidays.
Right.
Holidays and movies.
Holidays and movies.
And us talking.
I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
I don't.
All right, Ken
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your time with your families and go Black Friday shopping.
And enjoy the sparkle season to follow.
Sparkle season.
Enjoy what you can't get online, and that's the experience of shopping with Wahoos.
That's true. An experience of going to Perkins afterwards and having a biscuit and hanging out and having a good time and yelling at old people and having old ladies look at you as you bowl them out away to get a 55-inch TV.
Oh, fun time.
Yay. All right.
All right, please like, share, subscribe, invite.
Later.